We are back. We are back with another episode of Coffee with Jenni and Dre. This is episode 9. We are steadily moving on. This is a continuance of what we discussed last week as far as what marriage and we did marriage and date night, right? Mm-hmm. So today we're going to continue with parenting and family life. But first, this is my beautiful co-host, Jenni Jones. Talk about this coffee we got here.
This is Des Nundo. It's gotten really popular on social media, but it's really good. Met the owner. He was able to tell me a little bit about it. So their beans are from Colombia. This one today is the Papayo, which he really liked, and this one is also the La Esperanza. So the cool thing on here, it tells you who farms it. So Leo farmed this one, and Oscar Garcia farmed this one. Anyways, they're all from Colombia. The Papayo the notes are floral, blackberry, and hibiscus tea.
Sounds all right, I guess. Let me check it out.
Okay. You try that one. And then the other one, and this is just 2. I think they have multiples. Watermelon, guava, and dark chocolate.
That is
on this one.
That's different. That's a little bitter.
Different?
Yeah, it's a little bitter and a little I taste I don't know if that's chocolate and bitter, like bitter chocolate.
No, this one doesn't have chocolate. You're tasting floral, blackberry, and hibiscus tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have some unique drinks. But what
it's
I like
okay
about
once you get a lot. It's like an IPA. It's like one of those IPA beers. You drink it at first, you're like, then the taste afterwards.
It's really funny how coffees are all like super different. But this one, they have one also there. It's the brown sugar miso or something. It's delicious.
Like
they
miso
have
soup?
Yeah, I guess, but it's miso coffee. It's miso good, I'll tell you that. It tastes delicious, and they put a little cherry in it. And they also have a way, and God, they're going to kill me for this, but they can just, almost how I get my shaken espressos, they do that with their espresso, and they don't even have to put ice in it, and it's foamy. It's delicious. I don't know what it's called, but they gave me one of those too, and it was really amazing. So they love their coffee. They're proud of it. They're killing it, man. The line is insane every time you go. I mean, there's 15 plus people in line every time I've been there, which this was the second time, and they're in a little spot with multiple food trucks, and there's some really banging food trucks over there. I'll have to put it on because I don't know off the top of my head because it's south and I don't know things south. You know how I am with addresses and things. But it is in Austin. Des Nundo Coffee. It's good. They've got it going on over there. So
nice.
Check them out.
Check them out for sure. But like I said, this is episode 9. We're moving along. Last week we talked about marriage and date night. Today we're going to be talking about parenting and family life on this one. So we're going to tackle a little bit of that. But we're going to go off script.
Okay.
I got a quick bone to pick with you.
Okay.
I just don't like how I'm feeling right now. It's I just don't like. It just doesn't. It's not sitting right in my soul right now about what you told me the other day. Just don't like how it feels.
Okay.
I've been sick for the last week. I was sick. I had pneumonia and some other shit. So respiratory situation. Finally getting better. I'm about 80%. But you told me like you were in your feelings about some shit. Like you were just in your feelings in your head about some stuff. And I'm like, what are you in your feelings about? And you didn't really want to discuss it. You didn't really want to talk about it. You say, hey, you always get like this whenever we talk about it. This shit ain't scripted. We're really about to have this real conversation because it really didn't sit on me right. And you said some shit that still doesn't sit with me right. And I called one of my boys just to try to like, see if I'm tripping. But you were like, on the lines of like, you didn't feel appreciated or something like that. Or feel you sometimes don't feel appreciated, like you do a whole bunch of stuff around the house or do a bunch of stuff this, that, and that, and you feel like sometimes the kids or me or you just don't feel appreciated. I don't know if you don't feel it or what ways you feel it. I just don't understand it, and I didn't want to be insensitive to how you feel. You felt.
You care about being insensitive?
I didn't want to be, but then I thought to myself, because I think that every man and every woman have these both situations. I think that as a man, we don't sometimes feel appreciated. And as women, y'all sometimes don't feel appreciated. But to me, what I'm saying is this to you. When you said that, it rubbed me wrong because I don't never like express to nobody, to them damn kids or to you like, damn, don't nobody appreciate that nobody got to pay no bills. Nobody pay no car payments. Nobody got to do none of that. Like nobody got to worry about protection. You know the reason why I don't complain about that is because I feel like that's my duty. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do as a man. That's what I saw my father do. So I didn't want to be too insensitive about why you were feeling that way about appreciation. Because granted, when I was sick, this woman takes care of me head to foot, everything I need. She brings it. She's going to put it by the bed, food, everything. Tell her thank you every time she drops off at the table for me, or every time she put it on the side of the bed, I say thank you, I appreciate it. So I wasn't understanding what she didn't feel about as far as appreciation. Can you please explain that to me? Because I'm still fucking confused.
You didn't discuss that we were going to discuss this, it's not really something that I'm going to talk about.
Let's talk about it. Tell me why. You can't just not talk about something. That's how this shit gets festered on. I didn't get why the hell. Like, tell me why do you not feel appreciated?
There's a million reasons why.
Okay, let's talk about it.
It's perfect. I'm not going to talk about my specific instance and all of that of what I was feeling that day. I'm not going to do. But
okay,
there's a lot of moms and women that can feel unappreciated on a regular basis. Yeah.
Why?
Because everything we do gets swept under the rug and goes unnoticed. But what y'all do notice is the one time I sit down on the couch and look at my phone. And then you're like, oh, you're on your phone? But like you didn't see that I had already done the dishes, made your coffee, made breakfast, cleaned the breakfast, swept the floor, wiped the kitchen down, started the laundry, got the baby ready, took the baby to school. Like nobody sees all of the things that a mom does, but let you sit down and then you think, oh, she's doing nothing. Let me sit. Or like you came in the other day. What did I, I haven't even talked to you about it. Like I've got a lot of crazy stuff going on with work right now that you don't even know. And I was there with Naomi and the whole house was spotless all day. But the moment you came in was the hour break of work that I had to take because there was some crazy stuff going on with work. And so I let Naomi play in her room. And then the first thing you do is come in and like act like I didn't have the house together and start cleaning up the room. But yet I had to clean all day. So it felt like that's what I mean by everything I do goes unnoticed, because if one thing falls apart for 5 minutes out of the day, it's like it's like I haven't done anything all day. That's how it feels.
Okay. I see, that's all I want to know. You got to be able to see both sides points in everything in a marriage. You got to see both sides, because just like them kids don't tell you thank you for doing stuff, or I might miss a thank you every once in a while.
I don't need a thank you every time.
Or not even a thank you, just a appreciation, a shown appreciation. Sometimes they might miss it. Sometimes I might miss it. It goes like that on both areas of life.
Okay, but I send you texts on a regular basis that say that I appreciate you and thank you and how wonderful you are. I don't do that.
I show you though too.
Oh, so I don't show you.
No. I'm saying, but I need affirmation, words of affirmation. You're one of your love. I show you. I take you on dates. I buy you things. That's your love language. Besides,
my love language is not going on dates and buying me things.
You're not listening. You see, there we go. I'm talking about that's one of your love language. Of course, I know what your other love language is, quality time. But I'm saying like that's one of your love languages.
Yeah.
So what do you? I'm saying what I'm trying to say is both sides of all that. I don't even need the appreciation. Like my people telling me, oh, Dre, thank you for protecting us. Thank you for paying all the bills. Thank you for never in life once, kids, wife, y'all never wanted for nothing in this life, and they ain't gonna worry about nothing in the next. Y'all don't worry about nothing. But I don't even need the. I mean, I don't even need it.
That you don't need it.
But what I'm saying is like when you because I didn't like how it made me feel.
Okay.
And you obviously
didn't like how I was feeling either. So.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to get to you is that it's still, I feel like it's men and women. I feel like men don't get enough of that as well. You already know that women, Mother's Day, we're just talking about, let's just talk about 2 days because it might be a little off a tandem, but Mother's Day is the number 2 or number 1 most celebrated holiday in the world. Father's Day, not even in the top 20. Halloween is number 6.
Where do you get these statistics from? I want to see them.
I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you in a second. But top 20.
Not in our house. So I think that's all that matters. We celebrate Father's Day.
I'm just saying, like, it's just not men in general are just not as celebrated as much as women.
Okay.
Just in life. So I don't need the appreciation stuff as always. And I'll do better. And I'll tell the kids they need to do better of showing you more appreciation, or not just showing you, but just noticing the things that you do, and then, you know what I'm saying, realizing, oh, Naomi might have messed up this in the 30 minutes she was doing work, and all those type of things. I'll notice that more.
Okay.
But some of those things, do you feel like it's my duty to make sure that you're taken care of?
Your duty?
Yeah.
I
do you think
feel like that's what you feel like?
Do you
but I've never put that duty on you.
I know, but do you feel like it's a man's responsibility to make sure that his family is taken care of?
I feel like that's how you feel.
So what is a man?
So like, I didn't grow up with a man doing that. So we've talked about this before.
Okay.
In my household, no man took care of my mom or me or my brothers. My mom took care of us. So I didn't grow up saying, this man must take care of me, and I'm just going to sit back and let him take care of me.
So what do you think a man's role is?
In our marriage, that's what you believe. That's what your role is. That's what we do. So that's fine. I don't have to believe one way or another, but it's what works for us. What's happening in our household is you're taking care of the majority of the bills. What?
Okay. So
why does it have to be a belief? I guess that's what's throwing me off.
Well, maybe the belief is that I feel like there are roles
which
that
we've
men
talked about,
need to abide with and abide by.
Yes, and I think that is a great role, and I do think I think it's a heavy role to take on. Obviously, I've said that before. I mean, most men end up committing suicide over losing jobs and not being able to take care of their family. I mean, it's a massive role to take on. But I tell you on a regular basis how thankful I am and how
just like
appreciative
women, when they feel like, oh, I can't talk to my husband about all the stuff I do around the house, and then he doesn't see it, like, you know, he doesn't see it when he comes in. It's just like that when men are at work, like, I fucking can't come home and talk to her about all the stuff I'm dealing with at work, or different stuff, this, that, and that, if things going wrong, or, you know, this, that, just like, it's both ways. So I think that it needs to be some grace on both sides. It's not just, it needs to be grace on both sides.
Yeah, but I think it's different for moms and women, or stay-at-home moms, because people like that thing that I posted, I think it was freaking perfect. You don't get to be sick. You don't get days off. Nobody notices anything. And then like at work, it's you have your own like time and space, and you go through stuff. And you always can come home and talk about work. But I'm not supposed to ever complain about being a stay-at-home mom, because I'm supposed to just be thankful I'm at home. Like that's how it comes across. And what it is being at home 24/7 with the kids and constantly cooking and cleaning. Yes, it's what I love, but it's like a mom can't express that without some type of like weird negative energy coming back at her, which is what I don't like, and which is why I don't say it, because it's like, oh, I'm not nurturing, or I'm not being a good mom because I feel like I need a break. And then when you need a break, you don't want a break because you don't want anyone else doing the job, because you know you do it the best way. It's a cycle that moms go through, and I know there's moms out there that understand what I'm saying. But
even sometimes when you get a break, or sometimes when you even when you are able to get a break, in your mom conscience anyway, you still sometimes feel like sorry that you're taking a break.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't feel that way.
No,
but why do moms feel that way anyway? Why do y'all moms feel that way?
In the world.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why do y'all feel like that?
Because I feel like, I don't know. That's what I was talking about with mom guilt. And then everyone jumped on me saying dads have guilt too because they're at work. It's not the same. It's dads also can take a break and not sit and think, oh, I should have stayed at home. I should have been with my kids. I should have been doing this. I should have been making dinner. That's the difference between mom guilt and dad guilt. I
Yeah.
can't take a night off. You bought me a hotel. I want it for Mother's Day 2 years ago to go by myself. Did I ever go? No. But part of that was
Not yet.
because it was the guilt in me. I didn't want to go spend time by myself because I feel guilty for doing that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it or why. Do I want to do it? Yeah. But the whole time I would be there going, oh, what are they doing? I should have been doing this. Or what about their hair? What about, I would have been doing that the whole time. So then it makes it where it's not fun to do.
But tell me this, do you ever have any doubt in your head or in your mind? Not saying that we haven't done this together for a long time, but anytime that you ever leave the house, let's say if you're going on to hang out with your girlfriends or if you're going out of town or anything like that, and you left me with the kids, do you feel anything do you feel that you would have to?
That's not what it is.
No. I'm trying to get to a point.
Do I know that you can take care of the kids?
I'm saying,
Yes.
do you think that everything will run smooth?
Yes.
Okay, so it doesn't. So if you was to go to the hotel, or if you was to go somewhere, you know everything's going to be. You don't have to worry.
No, but it's my role.
But I'm saying
job.
you don't have to feel.
So
I don't want you to have to feel that you are guilty for taking some time off.
Okay,
If
let
you
me
needed
flip
to.
it. It's the same way whenever you have a special event that you're supposed to show up to and you don't go, and you want Carlos or whoever to just run it. How do you feel?
I feel like Carlos got it.
No, you're going to be, we should bring Carlos on here. What are you going to be? You're going to be texting Carlos. Is everything okay? What's going on? How's it going?
I don't even text him like, is everything? I might hit him with something like, hey, this is the point of contact person you need to contact when you get there. This, but that's about it. But like, as far as like the 4 hours while I was going, I'm not bothering them because I know events wise, this might not be a good one, but event wise is because with events, it's rush the first 30, 40 minutes. And then we're bullshitting for we're you know what I'm saying? We're just chilling because everybody is in the event or whatever. We're chilling for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. And then boom, it's another hour and a half rush at the end because everybody's leaving.
Right.
So I know that those little 3 or 4 hours, I can text them and bullshit around with them the whole time.
I know, but what I'm saying is you would have some type of, what you don't have anxiety. I'm just saying like some type of angst about not being there. That's the feeling that I get. That's what I'm saying. And you can say that you wouldn't, but I know that you would because I know how you are with work.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, appreciation definitely goes both ways. I feel like there is mom guilt. There is dad guilt. I feel, when you do have a stay-at-home wife or you're a stay-at-home mom, they do a lot of work and a lot of stuff around the house. They prepare everything for the kids. They get kids ready. They do everything, especially in the summertime. It's times 10 because it's, kids are at home the whole time. And so they're messing up stuff and getting shit and doing all that. Dad's got to be a little bit more patient when you do come home and it's a mess. But
it's never a mess.
I mean,
I'm
saying like, I'm not speaking on us. I'm speaking just hypothetically. If it's a mess, just like, man, shit, your husband's going to work every day. If you are a stay-at-home mom, he is going to work every day. He is making sure that, bills are paid for, cars are paid for, kids' stuff is paid for, activities are getting planned, family trips are getting planned, and he's working hard to be able to take care and be able to afford all that for y'all to be able to do that. So it's an appreciation for him as well. Kids never appreciate anything until our kids are appreciative. They say thank. I know, but like they really don't know what's.
Blakeland is the most in tune with me. Blakeland knows every time if I'm having a hard time, and she's going to tell me, she's going to give me a hug, she's going to tell me she loves me, and she's going to say, how can I help you? She's on spot with me. She knows exactly when I'm having a hard day or not. But like one of the things I saw just as we were sitting outside ready to come in, but what you don't, like, I don't know if y'all even hear it, like how many times mom is said a day. Like, just take that into consideration. It's not the cooking and cleaning. I like to cook. It's not that. And that's why it's hard to explain when I get frustrated or when I feel a certain way, because it's not the cooking and cleaning and the bathing the baby. Like that is not like, it's not that. It's just the overwhelming overstimulation of mom. Or I go to the restroom for literally 2 minutes and either a dog, a baby, somebody's going to come in there. I mean, there's no silence ever when you're mom. Like it's nonstop and it's constant. And this isn't a complaint. Like there's so much about that that's amazing and great. That's why moms have a hard time explaining it, because it's not a complaint. I love it. I would never change it. So, but when you speak on it, people are like, oh, just not what you want. You don't want to do, you know what I mean? Or you're not a good mom is kind of, or maybe that's in our heads of how people look at it. But I saw on Instagram, I think I sent it to Jess, but it was like, showed the whole family sitting on the couch and they have like 3 dogs, like 3 kids. The dad,
that's staged.
I know, but it's so true. Mm-hmm. The dad gets up to go do something. Everyone stays on the couch watching TV. The mom gets up to go do something, and every damn kid and dog follow her. And tell me that's not facts. Every time I get up, someone or something is following me.
Dogs mainly. The kids are just in their own
but they will too. If I go in the kitchen, they're in the kitchen. If I'm in the bathroom, here they come. They're in the bathroom. Just start noticing it. Like it's every time.
Yeah, nobody wants to go outside with dad to do fucking yard work. Nobody wants to follow dad to work. Mm-hmm. Like, of course, they want to go to follow mom in the kitchen to try to get a snack real quick. They follow you to the bathroom because they just want to make sure that you ain't trying to sneak a snack in the bathroom on their ass. Like, come on.
Yeah, or like on Mom's
Nobody wants
Day.
to follow dad.
Mom's Day, what did I get? I
got
2 things of candy, hot tamales, and Mike and Ike's, which finally they listened and didn't get me a Snickers bar like they did the time before. The whole package of Mike and Ike's was gone before I got one of them. And the tamales that are in there, I think Naomi has sucked on and put them back in the box because they're all stuck together. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, but if you have candy, I guarantee you get to enjoy your candy. I do not. There's nothing that I get to myself.
I share more with these kids than you do.
That's because you'll buy a gallon of candy and you have it to share. But you also have your own little stash in your car and you can eat it whenever you want it.
You should try that.
I've tried it. I tried to buy a thing of gum and hide it. I went to get it, gone. Not one in it.
Why you let them run around in your car?
They do it. If they lived in your car like they lived in mine, you wouldn't have any snacks or candy anyways.
You can't be having them round around. You got a gun in your car.
Mm-hmm. They know not to do anything. Mm-hmm. And that's not where they can get it anyways. But I'm just saying, like moms, I don't know. If there was a way we could just flop for a day, I think the appreciation.
You want to deal with my shit?
So you're not listening.
Okay.
The appreciation for both sides would be extremely higher because I've never said your job is easy ever. So no, do I want to be in your position? No, I don't want to be in your position, but I would like to feel what you feel and I would like for you to feel what I feel. That way I don't have to sit here and go, I don't know how to explain it, but this shit is hard. And then you look at me like, I'm offended by that comment or whatever.
No, but I'm glad we got to talk about it though, because I think that a lot of moms and dads go through this that are, you know what I'm saying, that are in relationships that don't know how to like deal with it or understand the appreciation of both. Because although I see your side, I live my side. Although you see my side, you live your side. So
and then also what happened that day was, and women, I know I'm not the only one. I mean, I know that there's some women out there that probably see their girls on a regular basis. I'm not one of them. Most of them, my best friend lives in Dallas. My other friend lives in South Austin. The other one is in Buda. Like they're all over and it's hard to get right. And then I have Jessica, my business partner, and also one of my best friends. She's in Round Rock. But got these 3 groups. They're gymnastics moms. Hey, Ina, she listens to us. But we were going to get together. But what do moms do when we're going to get together? We plan it. What? A month in advance? Name a time that a man plans something a month out, unless it's a trip to Costa Rica. If you're like, hey guys, let's get together. Would y'all ever be like, look at your calendar and pick a date? Have y'all ever done that?
Only person that ever looks at their calendar when we're planning anything is Brian.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Moms have to go, hold on, let me look. Nope, can't do that. Nope, can't do that. Let me check with my husband on this okay. And then you finally find a date, literally at least 4 to 8 weeks in advance. So you mark it down and everyone gets excited about it because, okay, 2 months from now, we get to have a wine night. And then what happens the day before? Somebody doesn't feel good and it gets canceled. And it's like this cycle almost every time. And so then you're like, yay, I had that. And I was like looking forward to it. And obviously she's sick and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's like what.
How does one person stop three? It was 4 of y'all.
I know. Well, no one was like, okay, well, let's do it anyways, which is what I should have done. And that's what my mom was like, why don't you get the other girls together? And y'all, because then it was going to be at her house, the one that got sick. So then, and mom's like, take him to your house. I don't want to come to my house because then I have Naomi and she's going to be like, hey, the whole time. Mm-hmm. And if the point of wine night was for me not to have to hear mom over and over again and me to be able to engage in conversations with women. And
but, okay, so that happened. And then what did I say as the husband?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, that didn't happen. Why don't you take one of your friends? Why don't y'all go to dinner somewhere? Mm-hmm. I still got Naomi, no matter what. Why don't you go with one of your other friends and y'all should go to dinner?
I did.
I know. But nobody was like one of your other friends, but like it wasn't like Dre was it wasn't like I was like, but I guess
But again, and
like,
I was
damn.
shocked she was even able to go because then she has her one, but she had the cousin over, so she had to line up a babysitter because husband's out of town for work, and so she had to line up a babysitter, and we made it work, and it was great. It was fun. I'm glad that we did it. But like she said when we were there, we used to do brunch on Sundays, and then we started a business, and like we just never do any of that anymore. I don't know. Women just tend not to do that type. I say women. I know that there's women out there that probably do a lot, but there's a whole lot of women that don't. So I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah. I mean, we're not even going to talk about parenting and family life. We kind of, had to hash this shit out with my wife.
This is part of family life.
But we really wanted to like jump. This wasn't about family life. This is more about like me and you and how I felt and wanted to bring it to the forefront and understand
I'm
why
glad
you were
you
feeling
chose
this way.
to do it here. You're lucky.
I'm
got a little hot.
Oh, did you? Oh, you. Hey, this episode 9 is brought to you by Open Door Parking, the premier valet company in Austin, Texas. They do restaurants, man. They do hotels. They do hospitals. They do private events. If you're looking for somebody to do your private event, these guys are amazing. Open Door Parking, man. They're ran by 2 great guys, Carlos and Andre, man. They do a really great job, man. Check them out. Open Door Parking. But yeah, man, we're gonna close this episode off, man. I mean, I don't even know. I guess we're gonna call this an episode 9, and we're gonna jump back into parenting and family life on the next one.
Okay.
But
episode 9, dealing with
parenting and family life.
No, that's not what episode 9 was. Dealing with the lack of
appreciation.
Yeah.
Or just seeing each other's side on their appreciation.
Seeing each other's side, because like I said, I think we both appreciate each other. It's, does the other one feel appreciated? Do I know that you appreciate me? Yes. Do I feel it? Not always. And maybe appreciation isn't the right word. Maybe it's attention. I don't know. Maybe it's words of affirmation that I need more of.
Okay.
Thanks.
Not
just thank you.
I'm going to give you more words of affirmation in substitution of date night. Like, instead of take you on a date.
Why is it one or the other? That's dumb. Really? Oh, yeah.
Instead of a date, I'll sit at home and tell you, Jenni, I appreciate you.
Good. Let's do it. You get on my nerves.
Oh, my God. Hey, this is episode 9, man. Tell them where that coffee is from, boo.
Desnundo Coffee, the little food truck, coffee truck down south, Desnundo with an N. Y'all go check them out. They're good.
And like I said, this is episode 9. This is episode 9, man. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. Thank y'all.